Does the 30 million naira bail condition for Dele Farotimi exceed the Magistrates Court's legal authority? And now to the news info. The bail conditions imposed on lawyer and activist Dele Farotimi by Chief Magistrate Abayomi Adeosun of the Ekiti Magistrate Court have ignited widespread debate about judicial processes and freedom of expression in Nigeria. There's no freedom of expression in Nigeria because I wonder why they will tell him to pay 30 million naira for bail condition. Why? Did he steal money? No. He did not steal money and you are telling him to pay 30 million naira for bail condition. This country. According to Chidi Odinkalu, a legal expert and activist, the magistrate has required Farotimi to deposit his passport as part of his bail conditions. Why? This follows a similar directive issued earlier in the week by the Federal High Court in Ekiti, raising questions about the practicality of compliance. Now, they have to issue Dele with 2 passports so he can comply with their conditions, Odinkalu remarked. Farotimi, accused of a misdemeanor, was granted bail with stringent terms including a bond of 30 million naira, 2 sureties, one of whom must own property, submission of his passport, a prohibition from granting media interview. Hey, can you just imagine? Can you really imagine all these conditions? Because you want to bail him, you should not grant interview. Why? He should submit his passport. Why? These conditions have drawn criticism from their severity and the implications for Farotimi's right to freedom of speech. Critics argue that restricting media engagement infringes on constitutional rights. Yes. How would you tell him not to grant interviews? Others have questioned the legality of the monetary aspect of the bail conditions. If a magistrate court doesn't have monetary jurisdiction of 30 million naira, can it impose a bail condition exceeding its jurisdiction? Can you imagine? Or does Ekiti practice differently? One commentator asked. While other critics also noted the irony of the situation, stating they have proved every word in Dele Farotimi's book to be nothing but the truth. Yes, so they have proved us right. They have proved him so right that everything that he wrote in his book is the truth. You are infringing on his rights. You want to seize his passport. He should not grant media interviews. He should pay 30 million naira. That's too much. Really too much. And everything that man wrote is the truth. The case has sparked broader discussions about judicial practices, human rights, and the intersection of law and activism. Recall that during the court section, deliberations had begun with discussions regarding the eligibility of a senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN, to appear before the magistrate court. However, the proceedings has taken an unexpected turn when the presiding magistrate received a phone call notification and had abruptly adjourned to his chambers to respond to it. Upon returning to the courtroom, the magistrate had encountered another setback when he revealed that he had left the ruling on Farotimi's bail application at his residence. They know what they are doing. Or you left the ruling in your residence, or somebody called you and told you that this is what you should do, or this is what you should not do. The people that are controlling the course now, that Farotimi is talking about, they are the same people that called you, and you are telling us that you left your ruling book at home. Very funny. This admission had caused noticeable embarrassment and had further prolonged the proceedings. The day event had taken yet another unexpected turn when the magistrate, after returning to the courtroom, had mentioned issues with document clarity, stating that he had required better quality prints of the necessary documentation. This country, a whole judge, you left your ruling at home, and then you are saying the document is not clear enough for you. They know what they are doing. Despite these procedural irregularities and delays, the magistrate court had finally granted Dele Farotimi bail, subject to the following conditions: a 30 million naira bond, 2 sureties, one of whom must be a property owner, submission of his passport, and prohibition on granting media interview. It is the person that called him that told him that this is what you should do. These are the conditions you should give him. Can you just imagine? It is over. My country is gone. Ekutosi Christiana say fellow lawmaker behind the bar, 30 million naira, restriction from public reach, passport taking, Bella must have this or that. But the question all these do's and don'ts is not on a book he wrote to express in feelings how things is going or he fears somebody. If all that you are hearing is true, it means ordinary person is not safe anymore. Before, imagine it was an ordinary person that does not have a name. They'll probably have killed that person, or they'll probably have just sent that person to jail. Just go and stay there. Just go and be enjoying yourself in jail. If not that Dele Farotimi is a known person. It is well. It is really, really well. Hey, God. Oluyemi Johnson says kangaroo and criminal court presided over by criminal judges, aided by official uniformed and armed bandits supervised by criminal politicians. Yes, so this country is gone. Obviously, they called him so that he will say all those things. Those things are not written in his ruling book. They have to call him that, oh yeah, add this one, add this one, add this one, add this one. Probably will not be able to meet the bail conditions. Can you just imagine? That man did not lie in his book. He did not. Moses Ede says this is something that we should rise as Nigerian citizens and make our voices known instead of dying in silence. Oh, the one that spoke out, see what he's going through. This is where we should decide if we die, but our voices must be heard. We cannot live with our eyes open and injustice prevailing in our nose. This is where we should gather momentum together and fight this injustice and corruption ourselves and stop folding our arms, doing nothing. Thank God for social media. This is our number one weapon. The social media itself, if you comment anything now, they'll trace you to your house. Look at that lady too that was arrested. They said she insulted them on social media. They've not granted her bail. But Boko Harams, terrorists will do TikTok video, will do everything, but they'll say they don't know where they are. It is really well, It is really, really well. Johnson says Dele Farotimi's book is gradually being proven to be truth by our courts, beginning from the magistrate court. More to come, and we are not ashamed as a country and as a people. They are not, though. They are not. Dele Farotimi, he said the truth. He really said the truth. Marcelino said this is an embarrassment to the legal profession. It has vindicated Farotimi's publication. I am ashamed of what is happening in the judiciary. More than ashamed. Really more than ashamed. Benjamin says, how embarrassing can it be again? How lowly can a country's judicial system can get to? Being controlled by so-called powers that be, and we all call ourselves citizens of the country. I'm telling you, it is really, really a shame. Really a shame. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.